Hey, it's David Reeder with Planet Mew Mew. Just doing some painting here, so making some extra income. But that's the point, not the point. The point that I'm here today is I want to talk about how a theory I have about the subconscious, okay, and what it's trying to tell you. So I used to be into vivid lucid dreaming, right? And so how I would lucid dream is smoke weed sometimes, and when you stop smoking weed, you don't have as much serotonin, right? So when you start to dream, you need your when you're not smoking and you're used to, you're gonna try to build up that serotonin. So and what I would do is I would start looking at my hand and get used to looking at my hand when I'm awake. So when I was asleep, I would check my hand, and then when my hand was like didn't have any fingerprints or my hand was like gone, I knew I was dreaming. So I'm going to continue with the story and get to my point. So I actually got so good at lucid dreaming. I had this idea of I started looking at this book. It was like a certain type of Bible, and I started like memorizing it and looking at it, and I tried to conjure it in my mind. And this is what I've learned when lucid dreaming when I was trying to conjure this in my mind is that so I would lucid dream and I would go to this library where there was all these books, right? And I would look for this specific book. And so what was so weird is that there were that every single copy I would go through the library and look for the copy. Every single copy was not the was like it had something like weird about it. Like it was like Bible for frogs or Bible for birds, and it like wasn't the correct Bible, and it was like all these bullshit Bibles. And so I couldn't find that. I knew it was all bullshit. I knew my mind was playing tricks on me and coming up with all these everything but what I wanted. So your subconscious is trying to constantly hide things from you. And you know why? Because your brain cannot handle it. It's actually protecting you from your self-conscious. So what happens when you dig too deep and you actually tap into that subconscious? Well, what happens is it destroys you. It's something that is really horrible that it's trying to hide from you. But what happens is if you discover that, if you can survive that horribleness, you're going to come out a stronger person because you're going to understand yourself, and you're going to kind of have gone to hell and back because you have dug deep into your subconscious like a lot of people haven't, and there's a good purpose for it. Some people cannot survive that. So that's just my ideas about the subconscious. And how important it is to break into these deep dark places you might want to explore.